And actor turned tour guide Andrew Flintham offers us a guided tour of our fine city.
Well, now, our final guest this evening you may have spotted around Norwich Market, or even in our own Get in Touch video that we quite often have on the show.
Frequently, I'd say.
Frequently, yes. Yeah.
Actor turned entertainer Andrew Flintham offers a darker look into medieval city, and he joins us now to impart his knowledge. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Well, we'll talk about your tours and stuff in a minute, but just a little bit of your background, because you're involved in the music industry first of all.
I actually started off in the meat industry, but that didn't last very long. But I became a bass player, and I was playing in local bands and holiday camps, and then I used to nip off down to London and do sessions and things down there, and that was all right until keyboard bassist came along, and that knocked that on the head. So I then trained as a sound engineer and picked up about record production along the way and arranging and things, and then I was working on the road with various bands and just doing anything I could to be involved with music.
And then you become an actor as well.
That's right.
You did a bit of acting. You was in is it Kingdom with Stephen Fry?
Yeah. So what actually happened was home recording equipment killed off record producing, and then I was involved with a couple of record companies at an executive level, and then piracy killed that off. So I thought, what do I do next? So I saw an advert.
But you don't seem to find a great deal of luck, really, do you?
Well, well, that was over 30 years, you know. I kept it going for that long. But then I went for an audition at the Ferryboat Inn for a part in The Lost Prince, or extra work initially, and then the agents from London said, well, we like what you're doing, you see.
Okay.
So I went down
that was
there.
Something then.
So I did some training and things over 5 years, and had various parts in various films and things, and got my equity card. And
well, you've had a bit of a varied career, I would say. So now you're, along with other things, you're actually doing tours.
That's right.
Of Norwich, different parts of Norwich.
Yes, because I really enjoy history, especially Norwich is absolutely fascinating, and I just find that over the years, you just can't seem to learn everything about Norwich, because people just come up with different things all the time, and it's got to the point where I've checked out so many different things and thought, well, actually that is true, or that's not true, as the case may be. So people were asking me questions about Norwich. I was taking people around, and they said, why don't you do this for a living? I said, flipping out, I'm doing 80 hours a week as it is,
Well, you go back as far as medieval, right up to the 1980s. How do you manage to fit all that in one tour?
I took a lot. So it's all right. It depends on the amount of people, really. How much.
Do you get many people?
Yeah, it ranges from like one solitary American to sort of 20 or 30 people. I mean, I've done corporate events in the evening and things like that by special arrangements, and it's just whoever turns up, really. But this year's been a learning curve, because it's been the first year, so I've been sort of weighing up what everybody else has been doing and seeing what I can learn from various people. But I mean, the tourist information people have been fantastic, and so have the city hosts. I mean, they're absolutely amazing.
They've been helpful. And what is your favourite fact about Norwich then? Do you have one? That's difficult.
Well, I quite like the Alford Cellars, and I like the bit about the wild pigs down near Tombland that used to hoik bones and things out of the
what the pigs used to?
Yeah, they had wild pigs that nobody could catch, and they were really vicious, so everybody kept out of their way.
It's an interesting story.
But there's lots of different stories that I really like, and this is, I mean, last night I was up in bed sort of reading some bits and pieces about the Lollards and stuff like that, and it's just something I do whenever I find a new book on Norwich. I do it, and a couple of people will read through the book and see if there's anything there that's useful. But
well, sorry to interrupt you, but you've got a web thing that people can get, the page, that's the word I was looking for, that people can go on, because your tours will be starting when the weather's a little bit better.
That's right,
and you can tell about the time when you were in Kingdom and you had buckets of water thrown over you.
That's right,
Another interesting story which we haven't got time to find out about, but if they come on your tour they can.
Yeah, some people recognise it, but because I haven't got the my original colour hair, and a lot of people just say, well, where have we seen you before, sort of thing.
Right,
so,
okay.
England.
Oh well,
there it
good
is.
to meet you. Anyway, lovely.
Tell you what,
Thank you.
Spanned the whole of history, that tour, wasn't it? Fantastic. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Right, that was. We'll sit there.
Hang on,
just
hang
stay
on.
There, just stay there.
I know you've had enough,
the
but you know.
Show. We'll be back on your screens again tomorrow night at the same time. So please join us then.
I know Darren is very boring, isn't he? When we'll be joined by the Norwich Chamber.